So we're moving along today with these the four great endeavors or exertions. Yeah. And so the second one was hmm, forming the energy, bringing the energy, forming the intention to bring forward, for the sake of the arising of skillful or wholesome qualities that have not yet arisen. Energy to bring forth skillful or wholesome qualities of heart and mind that have not yet arisen, intentionally bringing them forth. It's such an important, it seems like a subtle thing. It's not a subtle thing. It's very important. It's actively, intending to bring forward wholesome qualities. Yeah. Yeah. Not just waiting for them to come, or not just paying attention to what's happening, hoping they will come when they come. It's actually cultivating that intention to bring some of those qualities forward. Yeah. It starts in meditation, right? With, as we do, right? Opening up the body, right? Opening up the body and then orienting toward a comfortable breath. We don't just plop down and start paying attention. We'll often say, how do you expect to create an allowing, spacious mind in a tight body with a tight, constricted breath? Yeah. First, we invite wholesome quality right here in our relationship to the body and into the breath to set up the environment for our meditation. We intend to do that. We intend to cultivate in that way. We intend to cultivate in that way. Yeah. And to orient toward comfort and ease, to begin to bring comfort and ease into, even when it's not there. It's often not there. And in our daily life, you hear us talk about this, we spend so much time in what we call casual attention or ordinary attention, ordinary experience. Yeah, ordinary experience. And when we find ourselves there, this is the instruction here, the invitation, the instruction from the Buddha is brighten it up, lighten it up. Take that as a practice. And so much of the practice is beginning to move more from ordinary awareness to awareness that is more, where there is more heart, where there's more uplift, where there's something more positive in our relationship to our experience that we're bringing forward. And it's possible to do this. It's possible to do this, but we don't, in this culture, take it as a practice to do it, It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. We can hear something as just another sound, or we can hear it as really, really, really special, really beautiful sound. It's the way we relate to it, the way we relate to it. I'll give you another example, simple example. There's so many simple examples. If you would just take your hand and hold it in front of you, like about a foot in front of you, and just look at your hand right now. Just look at your hand. Now, first of all, just look at your hand as if it's just a hand. It's no big deal, right? It's just my hand. I know it's part of the body here. It's just my hand. Yeah, right? You can call that ordinary attention. Just ordinary attention, right? No big deal, right? But now, take a closer look for a moment. First of all, maybe add a little reflection here, okay? How this hand has served you through your whole life, right? How many nerves and muscles are in this hand? And look carefully at it. Look really carefully. Maybe zoom in a little bit. If you can either get a little closer, depending on how your vision is, starting to look at some of the detail. How much is going on there? How much is there? All the different little coloration differences, all the lines, the spots. Maybe stretch it a little bit, stretch the fingers a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Pretty amazing, this hand. Pretty amazing, this hand, right? Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. In a moment, when we can, it's possible to change our relationship from ordinary experience to something more than ordinary, even somewhat miraculous, even somewhat miraculous. I mean, mm, one of the metaphors that I like for this is, for those of you who know the Peter Pan, the Peter Pan story. Well, I was always struck by Tinkerbell. Tinker Tinkerbell was the fairy, and she had her wand, her wand, and she would go around and bing, she would basically make something that was ordinary, bing, light up, and no longer be ordinary. Ta-da! It's bright. It's bright. It's alive. It's sparkling. It's sparkling. Right? Yeah. And in a way, that's one that works for me. When I think of Tinkerbell, I go, all right, bing, and I could be doing anything. I could be doing anything in a casual way, in an ordinary way, yeah, and just go, bing, this is amazing. This is amazing. Huh? How about this moment right here? Isn't it pretty amazing that you're alive right now? I mean, not like as an idea, but can you feel that? Like, wow, wow. How amazing is this? Here we are. Awareness is here. The heart is beating. The breath is moving. We're still here. Sometimes I'll stop in the middle of it, just in the middle of, you don't have to, it doesn't take long. You don't need a tremendous amount of concentration to do this. You see, you stop in the middle of the day. Like this happens to me on the subway sometimes. I'll be sitting there, sitting on the subway. Oh, this is amazing. I'm alive. And immediately in that shift, you're inviting a wholesome quality of heart and mind and perspective on this experience. It changes it. It just changes it. It shifts it into something more rich, more rich. I love Mary Oliver, the poet Mary Oliver says, when I die, she died a couple of years ago. I don't want to feel that I've just visited here. I want to feel that I was a bride married to amazement. And I love that quote. I want to feel that I was a bride married to amazement. Married to amazement. Now, I think it's a tall order to be married to amazement, but we can invite moments of amazement into our life. You see, it's different than waiting for something amazing to happen out there. And then I go, that's amazing. It's already amazing. We've all had moments experienced moments like that, right? That's an amazing sunset. That's why I'm amazed, because that's amazing. This is different. This is saying there are a tremendous number of moments in our lives that are ordinary or casual, or that we are relating to in an ordinary or casual way, that we can see as amazing by just going, bing. Yeah. just for a moment. We can't stay there. It's not about staying there, but it is about interrupting the flow of casualness as we move through our day. And like snapping out of that for a moment by inviting, by intending, by exerting the energy to arouse wholesome or skillful qualities that have not yet arisen. And that can become a different kind of practice and a different kind of daily life practice. Do that many times a day. You say, well, how do I do all of this in my daily life? Well, that's one way. You don't even have to sit down and cross your legs to do it. Right? It's just a matter of turning the dial a little bit, the dial a little bit, and realizing this is pretty amazing. This is all pretty amazing. One of the vows that Susan and I had in our wedding almost 30 years ago, which is it resonates a lot now, is let's make magic out of the ordinary. Make magic out of the ordinary. And I think there's something about this exertion that is about that. It's not doing something extraordinary, but it's making magic out of the ordinary. It's making it light up, brighten up, lighten up. And when you think about the richest moments of your life, there were moments like that, right? Where there was heart, where there was connection, there was heart, there was a sense of wonder, sense of joy, right? When we even probably agree we wouldn't mind having more moments like that. It's just that in the Buddhist approach to this, it's saying, well, don't just wait for them to happen, but engage a practice where you are intending to invite more of those moments into what has been your ordinary life experience, into ordinary experience, just by bing, bing. So that's the that's the invitation for today. Yeah, that would be the invitation for today, and to play again, to play with that, just to see that it's possible. See that it's possible. We'll do that in our guided meditation right now. Yeah, we'll see if we can make magic out of the ordinary. Just brighten it up, lighten it up. Yeah.